everyone, it's Richard Bronson, and today, this is the first ever episode of the Conservative Report, a channel where basically we talk about politics, debate about politics, talk about the latest things going on in the political field, and give my personal opinions on it. And today, we're going to actually have a civil debate with one of my friends here, JP. JP, say what's up to the audience.
Hello.
Today, we're going to be talking about the rights of people, the First Amendment, and whether gays should be able or should sue people because they don't want to give people, or because a baker won't give them, they won't even give them a cake because of their religious beliefs. JP feels that gay people should not be told to leave a store, or not leave a store, should be told not to have a cake because of their religious freedom, or bake them a cake because of their religious freedom. I say that the baker has a right to do this. So, JP, give them your side of the story. Why do you think that a baker should have to give a gay person a cake when they ask for it, other than their, going past their religious freedom? Go.
Well, in my opinion, I feel that it is wrong because, say if you were a gay person walking into a bar and you were denied a cake or whatever product you were buying by the owner of the store. Now, this in and of itself would be wrong because, like the Bible or pretty much any other religion states, all people are equal. And every religion is pure, and so are the followers that follow that religion, no matter what it is. So, discriminating against a gay person or anybody really because of how they are different is wrong because you're basically being impure by doing so. And that goes against everything your religion is, even if your religion tells you not to serve a gay person. But if a religion does tell you to do that, I believe that the religion is impure because, well, like I said, all religions are supposed to be pure, and they see everyone as equals in that said religion. So, you could see why discriminating against a gay person because they are, gay, and refusing to serve them a cake or whatever product you're serving, then it's just wrong. And do I believe that the store owner should necessarily be sued? Not really, because while you are discriminating against him or her or whomever, suing isn't really, I'd say, necessary in this situation. I feel like public humiliation would be not so great either, but definitely you should probably avoid going to that store maybe, or even try and talk it out with the owner. But most likely, even then, the owner still wouldn't budge even one bit because his religion or her religion says they can't. So that is my view.
So after doing a little bit more research, it says from going to jw.org, which is basically jehovahwitness.org, it says the Bible does not specifically comment on the legal rights involving marriage between people of the same sex. A more fundamental question is, what does the Bible say about homosexuality? And without closely examining the Bible, many people think that they know the answer, but their answers are contradictory. Some say that the Bible is clearly anti-gay. Others claim that the biblical command to love your neighbor supports any and all sexual lifestyles. What does the Bible say? Well, which of these statements would be considered true? One, the Bible does condemn homosexual acts. It says it in Corinthians 1, 6, chapter 9 or through 10, or 9 or 10. Or basically in Corinthians chapter 1, I'm guessing. I can't read. I forgot to read through the Bible, chapters and sections in this. The Bible says men who practice homosexuality will not inherit God's kingdom. Now, it says that in Corinthians, and that the same applies to women as well. It's false that the Bible condones homosexual acts. The Bible teaches that sex should be engaged in only by a male and female who are married to each other. And also false, although the Bible condemns homosexual acts, it does not encourage prejudice, hate crimes, or any other or mistreat of homosexuals. Okay, the Bible promotes homophobia. It does not do this at all. Now, as I was clearly saying to my mom earlier, I don't think that saying to a person, hey, I don't want to serve you because you're gay, is mistreating them. It's a hate crime or even prejudice. It's basically your own choice. Prejudice would show that basically, when you're here, I'm like, oh my God, I can't deal with you guys. You're gay. Oh, please don't come. Please don't come. All right, hate crime is literally saying, hey, because you're gay, I'm gonna punch you in your face when you come in my shop because you're gay. And mistreatment. You're not mistreating a person when you don't give them what they want. Like I told you before, if you're a person who's a hardcore smoke addict, if you smoke every single day, and all of a sudden I say, hey, you can't get any more cigarettes. So because I didn't give you any cigarettes that day, I'm mistreating you. I'm a bad person. I have prejudice. I hate crime towards you. No, I simply know what's right versus what's wrong. And that's the same thing that goes for these people who are in bakery shops. They feel what is right and they feel what is wrong. They feel that due to the teachings of the Bible, they interpret, because the Bible, don't forget about this, okay? The Bible never literally says stuff. It is literally a Bible full of metaphorical sayings and things like that. It can really be shown throughout Revelations when they talk about stars falling from the sky. It's up to interpretation to a person to feel what they feel is right. This is the reason why when I was talking to my mom, it's kind of hard to decipher what the Bible really truly says. To some people, it says that, like it says in here in the Jehovah's Witness thing. Some people says that it's a hate crime. Sorry. I burped. Some people say that's bad. Some people say that's good. Some people say that it's in between. It depends. There's a lot of people, because the Bible is a very interpretive type of scripture. It's not a Bible that says this is this is that, this is how it's going to go, this is it. It's always been like that, and for probably will forever continue to be like that. This is the reason why some people may have leniency towards gays versus others when it comes to a bakery shop. Many people from gay bakery shops may say, hey, I'll give you the cake if you're gay, doesn't matter to me, but for a wedding, I'm not doing that. Some people may do that. Some people may say, hey, altogether, if it's a wedding or you're gay, no, I'm not serving you. Okay? Some people may say, okay, if it's for a wedding, I won't do it. But if it's specifically for you because you're gay, I'll do it. All right? Or if it's for a wedding, I'll do it. I won't do it if you're just specifically just a gay person wanting a cake. Okay? With this being said, I feel personally that the First Amendment does say that you have the right to your religious freedom, the right to speak, the right to freedom of press. It's overall a thing that gives freedom to a lot of things. And I think that, for one, you can involuntarily do bad to them as a gay person. Let's say I was gay, like I told you outside. I said, let's say I was gay. I walked throughout a whole entire, I walked into a gay bakery. The gay bakery shop said, hey, not a gay bakery. I walked into a bakery shop that was heterosexual. They said, no, I'm not going to give you this cake because it's, you're gay. Okay? What am I going to do? A, leave, or go to another clean, probably a lot of money, because being gay has become a lot more socially acceptable in society nowadays. Am I going to go to a place that probably 10 more gay bakery shops compared to one that's right in town? Or am I going to complain and bitch about it and say, oh, I'm going to sue you because you didn't want to do it? Okay. Well, you can sue me. I still have religious freedom. What are you going to do about this? And this, some things, of course, are trying to hold up this as well. With this being said, you can't do that. You can't say, hey, I want to sue you. Well, you can. It's called due process for a reason. But still, you can sue a person. But it's just not going to make any sense to do this. You could do it in a involuntary action and shut down his business involuntarily without even trying. Let's say I change the roles. Let's say I am gay. Let's say this is what I do. Let's say I say, hey, instead of me suing the person, I'm just going to go on social media and talk about how bad the business is. And because gays become more socially acceptable, people who discriminate or look like they discriminate towards gays will basically say, hey, that's a bad bakery shop, let's not go to there. Knowing more liberal media and more liberal mass media, they'll cover it a lot more. What will happen is that bakery shop will decline in money, it'll decline in how its image looks, and basically sooner or later the image is going to deteriorate, and what's going to happen is the business is going to shut down. All involuntarily, didn't even have to sue them. So this being said, guess what's going to get a whole lot of money? The gay bakery shop. Many more gay bakery shops. So you've cut this person's money down, you shut down the business involuntarily, and you gave a lot more money to the other cause that you like, which is probably gay bakery shops, since you are probably going to be a homosexual man in this case. You've done it. So this being said, like I told you before, it's all up to the religious freedom. I do believe that people do have a different religious freedom and interpretation on the religion that they do, because the Bible is never a specifically literal document. This is the reason why it's a metaphorical. Usually, it's paraphrased in parables in the Bible. It's not usually, just a whole entire, hey, this is how it's going to go. But again, I believe that it's unfair to do that to people and sue them or take them to jail because they don't want to give you something. It's not mistreatment. It's not prejudice. It's just I know what's right from what's wrong, and I believe this is what's wrong, and I'm not going to do it. And the Constitution says I can't do it.
Okay. So, if I happen to apply your logic to the situation, and my view, then it will look something like this or sound something like this. So you're saying that since the person that believes in said religion or whatever religion they believe in, they believe that it is wrong to serve a gay, right? So since it's wrong to serve a gay in their eyes, they of course would say, no, I'm not going to serve you. Now, with the analogy you made with the cigarettes earlier, cigarettes are clearly bad for people. They kill people. They cause heart attacks.
I'd just like to also add in that also, it's his business as well. I just want to add that in as well. It's his business. Like, he literally paid for the business. He should be able to do whatever he wants with the business.
I was waiting for you to say that. So, cigarettes are clearly bad, like I said. However, a cake, while it may, be unhealthy in some terms, of course you could just always work off a slice of cake, with whatever amount of affirmative exercises you may want to do.
So you're trying to say there can't be a comparison in the cake or cigarettes?
No, there can't.
I'm not trying to.
Cigarettes are harmful.
Okay, so here we go again. The comparison we can make a comparison to any other thing. Okay, let's say you like video games. Okay, let's say you like a lot of video games. Let's say I hide your video games from you. Let's say I don't want you to play video games anymore. Let's say, hey, we're taking away your video games because it seems right now that it doesn't seem like it's right for you because you have to focus on school, and we're going to take away your video games. Have I mistreated you, performed prejudice or hate crime on you for taking away your video games?
Number one, did I pay for said video games?
Yes.
Then yes, it is mistreatment. That is my property. You cannot touch it if I don't.
Okay, what if you didn't pay for it?
If I didn't pay for it? Well, then again, I wouldn't really have any right because that isn't my property. It, of course, is a person. It belongs to the person who bought it.
So basically, in that logic that you just said, with the person who bought his own store and if it's his own store and he bought his own store, why isn't he able to do what he wants to do with his own stuff?
Now look.
You just said that basically, if it's the person who paid for the video games, it's their stuff. They haven't mistreated me. Well, it's his stuff. How has he mistreated me?
Look, the gay person is obviously willing to pay for the cake. Okay.
Well, I won't take the money. What's wrong?
Why won't he take the money?
I won't take the money. Why wouldn't I want to take the? I can take the money
for
not.
Person?
No, I am allowed to take the money or not. It's my business. I can take your money or not. And guess what? What will happen to me if I don't? I lose out on money. If I do, I don't. You don't forget what I'm saying here is either way you look at it, I'm getting affected. Either way you look at it, nothing's changing to me. So basically, if I take your money, guess what? I don't get money. It doesn't change anything. It hurts me more than it hurts you. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, usually, if you were getting mad at this, you would get mad because the gay person is being hurt more. The gay person is not being hurt more by not giving money to a person who doesn't want to give money to it, doesn't want to receive it on the other end. The person who's not receiving the money is the one that's going to be hurting at the end of the day because they are a business that needs to make money. A business is made to make money. And if it does not do that, it is not profiting. If it's not profiting, it's going to shut down. What's going to happen to the gay person if they don't give them the money? The gay person keeps their money. Yay! You kept your money. You saved it. And also, with that being said, you can go to another gay bakery shop that's basically probably better looking, a lot more money invested inside of it, and probably offers a greater, wider selection. Go.
Okay, I feel like maybe your views are slightly biased in this sense because with the gay bakery, just because it is a gay bakery doesn't necessarily mean that it will make more money than the anti-gay bakery.
How's that possible? That literally, I just want to say real fast to you. If I just told you that gays, being gay is more socially acceptable than what it used to be.
Socially acceptable.
No, I'm just saying no. What I'm trying to tell you is this: you have also the gay community and you have the heterosexual community coming in to buy stuff from you. Even women buy stuff from you versus a person who says, "Hey, I'm anti-gay." Who do you think is going to receive more love? People who say I'm anti or say I'm for all.
Okay. So
it's just basic logic. People who support more things get more money. People who don't support less things get less money.
Okay, so I understand your logic, but however, look at it like this: if there were more gay bars, and not gay bars, but gay bakeries or whatnot.
Okay.
So if there were an abundance of gay bakeries, then why would a gay man go to a non-gay bakery that was even anti-gay? Like, what would possess him to do so?
That's the same question I have to ask you when they say, why can't they just go to a gay bakery?
I mean, nothing's stopping them from going to a gay bakery.
Then why are they coming? Then why can't, if they don't get the money from the anti-gay bakery, then why can't they just go to the gay bakery?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Like I said earlier, I feel like social humiliation isn't really a way to go. I feel like if you were in that situation where you were discriminated against in anti-gay bakery, then the right course of action would be to either just leave the store, go to a complete... Okay, so like I said, I feel like if you were in that situation, the best course of action would be to just either walk out of the store, go to a completely different bakery, store, and go to a different bakery. I mean, you shouldn't give... You just don't give the... Well, not necessarily give the satisfaction to the owner of the store, but just... It'd be better for both parties. You don't want to cause a commotion and end up posting the whole situation on social media, although it would be favorable for you.
Yeah.
It is desirable. It's one of the less desirable traits in humans because for some reason people feel the need to post everything on social media. And
so before we, because it seems like we're going everywhere here. So what is your your point is being broken down here? I'm still standing by my point. That is, I've never changed it one time. I haven't changed any of my points. I just became more in detail with them. But it seems like that's as we go on with your one, it seems like you have more questions than you have answers.
I haven't asked a single question.
No, I mean questions as in yes, you have asked a single question. You did ask, well, why would a person who's gay go to an anti-gay bakery? You did ask that question.
That was rhetorical.
It didn't sound rhetorical whatsoever. It asked if you asked the viewers this sounded like a real question, it sounded like a real straight question, and I answered it.
Okay.
And also, while answering, you should have just said it's rhetorical. You don't have to answer it.
Common sense.
Can't be common sense if the viewers literally, and I think literally that it's a literal answer. It's a literal question. Okay, go on.
Okay.
So I don't understand. So are you still standing by your point?
Okay. See, my point is that I feel like it's wrong to just completely not give someone business just because of their sexual orientation or whatever they are, just because they're different.
Wow.
It's wrong in and of itself. Like I said before, referencing how religions are supposed to be pure and so are its followers, and how all humans are equal. So basically, if a religion considers everyone equal...
Do you not what I just said about the Bible, though?
What?
You not hear what I said about the Bible, though?
I'm not talking about the Bible now.
You use a literal everyone's equal thing.
That view was used in more than one religion, right?
We're talking about religion, correct?
Yeah, multiple religions, not just one.
I'm pretty sure the main religion here in this country is Christianity. It's statistical, it's the number one. So I'm pretty sure the person who would be persecuting or being, I guess, biased towards a gay person would probably be Christian.
Okay. But even in that case, Christians believe that you shouldn't shun a gay just because he's gay, just because him or her is gay.
And not shunning the person. Like I said before, we're not shunning you because we're just not accepting your money. I don't see what's so hard about that.
Accepting your money because you're gay. There wouldn't be any other reason not to accept this person's money. You're not accepting the person's money
because of my religious belief is that you're gay.
So you're shunning them. Either way you look at it, you're still shunning them away from your shop. You won't serve them because they're gay, so therefore you won't accept their money.
So what I don't understand what they're doing is a passive way. It's passive. I don't accept your money.
Passive.
Yeah, me not accepting your money is passive. I'm not mistreating you or judging you. I'm only saying I'm not taking your money because you're gay, and my religion says that.
Mistreatment, yes.
Didn't we just go through this? I just said it's not mistreating.
Okay, well, just because you say it doesn't necessarily mean it's not true.
It is true.
Okay.
Like I just told you, I use video games. Video games compared to what else were we comparing it to?
Can't even use that as a direct analogy because first off, you said I didn't pay for the video games, so therefore.
Yeah, but you just said that the other person should be able to do what they want to do because they paid for it.
The cake? Well,
no,
they haven't paid for the cake
business.
Because, okay, look, that's what you were saying because they bought the business. So
no, you said that people who I said, okay, if you bought the video games, I said, what if you bought the video games? You said that's mistreating, correct?
If I bought the video games, then yes.
Okay, now what if the other person bought the video games?
Then it's not necessarily mistreating. I don't own the video games.
Okay, so what about the person? Okay, so what if you're willing? Okay, so let's take a scenario. Let's say you're willing to buy the video games from the person who bought them.
Okay.
Now, what if they say no?
Then they can say no. It's their property. The video games are on a completely different scale from the store and the cake. It's not like you're selling the store.
No, what I'm trying to say here is this. I don't think you get what I'm saying. What I'm saying here is that...
I understand what you're saying.
What I'm saying here is that if they bought it, we're talking about buying. A baker buys a bakery shop. A adult buys video games. A person comes in and says, "Hey, can I buy it from you?" You both say no. I say no for a different reason. The other person says no for a different reason. I say no because I believe you can do better in school. Other person says I don't want to do it because of my religious freedom. Both of these people have an ideal that
religious freedom. No. See, there's an extent to religious freedom. Okay?
No, there's not an extent to religious freedom. If you think there's an extent to religious freedom, that's crazy.
Okay,
that's literally not what the religion. That's not really literally what. That's literally
your
what the
views are crazy. Now
look at
it this way.
Literally in this country, America, you have Muslim, you have Mormonism, you have Christianity, you have Catholicism, you have, which is a branch in Christianity. You have Buddhism, which is in this country as well. You have so many religions in this country. Religions that I don't even think are religions that there's religions I still haven't even heard of. There's like millions of religions in this country. There's no extent to where a religion can go to. It can go wherever it wants to go. This is the reason why it says you have religious freedom, because when there's freedom, there's an extent to what you can. There's always an extension to what you can do. There's never, you can't do that. Why? Because no. You have to do what you want to do because you have the religious freedom to do it. That's what the Constitution was made to do, and that's what it does to continue to this day. It's the reason why we have millions of religions to begin with in the first place. If the religion had an extension, then it would just keep at Christianity or being Islam or being Islamic or being a Buddhist or being agnostic or being an atheist.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So you said that people have religious freedom, and in a religion, then they're free, right? So
you said what?
So basically, like I was saying, people have religious freedom, and they're free to do what they please in their religion, right?
They're free to do what they want to do in their religion?
Yes.
They're free to believe whatever they want to believe in their religion? Not free to do, free to believe whatever they want to do in their religion.
Yes, free to believe what they want to do, right? Okay, so let me take it back to the bakery example. You said that I can't serve you this cake because you're gay, and it goes against my religious beliefs, right?
My religious freedom.
Can't, not that I won't. Which means that he can't because he's prohibited to do so, right? Now, let's say the baker didn't really have a problem with selling him the cake in his own belief, but his religion was holding him back from doing so. So
that wouldn't make any sense. Then him as a person would just give him the cake.
Well, no.
You wouldn't have to be. No one forces you to. That would basically say that he was forced to be in the religion that he's in, that he has to do this. No one's forced to be in a religion because it's close to religious freedom.
Well, okay, then if we're using that example, then
we're using your example, not mine.
Okay, let me just throw that one out the window since you decided. Okay, so basically, what I'm trying to say here is, if they believe that that they can't serve the person cake or that they won't serve them the cake because they're gay, then my belief is that that's wrong. Because
let's try to find some common ground. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Sorry for interrupting the guest. If you can hear me, guys, sorry for interrupting the guest. I just want to find some common ground when we get to the end of this episode. It's been 23 minutes. Do you think that people should have religious freedom?
Yes.
Okay, I believe in that as well. Do you think that people should have the ability to choose what they want to do within their religion? Should you have the ability to say, hey, I don't want to do this, I do want to do that. I do want to do this, I do want to do that. You're a person.
Sure.
Because someone wants to stop you from doing what you want to do, and you feel like it was doing right. Like, let's say, remember you said you were polytheistic at one time?
Polytheistic?
That
was Antoine.
Oh, I thought you believed in many gods at one time.
No, that was Antoine.
Okay, well, let's say he did, okay? You didn't believe in Athena or any of them?
No, that was Antoine.
Okay, we'll say that you did, okay? What if I stopped you?
Whatever.
What if I stopped you? Let's say you did. Let's just say you did, okay? Well, what if I said, hey, no, you can't? Well, why? Because it's illogical, okay? So what are you trying to tell me? I can't believe in it because you think something? No, you should be able to do what you want to do because it's your life, your body. Do what you want to do with it, okay? And I believe that in some circumstances, not all circumstances, but specifically in the religious freedom of the First Amendment, yes. So do you believe in that? You believe in that?
Yeah.
Okay, so that being said, we both believe this, we both believe that. I think we just don't believe in what a baker should be able to do. I believe he shouldn't be able to do it because it's his religious freedom and also his business with his money, and he's allowed to accept or not accept whatever he goes in there. And you believe that he should be sued. Do you think he should be sued if he doesn't want to give him the money?
No, like I said, suing would be wrong course of action.
So what do you think should happen to him if he doesn't want to serve him?
Absolutely. Well, I feel like...
What do you think should happen to a baker if he doesn't want to accept the money? If he says, no, I don't want to accept your money, go.
There's nothing he can really do. It's just that, in my view, that's wrong and you shouldn't do it. But there's really nothing that you can do nor should do to him. I mean, like I said, like you said, it's his belief. And if he doesn't want to serve the cake, then he doesn't have to. Whether it's for a dumb reason or not, I mean, it's still his reason. And he chooses to believe in that reason and stand by it. So... in that case, you can't really do anything to him because you don't have the power to do so. So, in this case...
yes, you do. I mean, you could sue him for discrimination.
Well, you could sue him for discrimination.
And courts have challenged this before.
It'd be wrong. If anything, you'd be stooping onto his level. If you don't believe in his belief, then you'd be stooping to his or her level, whoever owns the shop, in your eyes. So, basically, since, if you're gay... and somebody refuses to serve you a cake because, you're gay, then you'd see that person as being petty even. Even if it is for a religious reason, you'd still consider it, a little bit off, a little bit strange. I mean, me anyway. So
you just kind of basically agree with what I said?
In a way, yes, but also no.
Even though you're arguing with basically to agree with none of what I said.
Not necessarily. You
just
kind of assumed from that.
I mean, you just said that you kind of basically did, and now I'm saying...
No, I said it's wrong, okay? I said it was wrong.
If it's wrong, then why are you kind of agreeing with it?
Because in this day and age that we live in... Look, back then, you could literally kill someone on the street and face little to no consequences for it. Nowadays, if you were to do that to someone just for them refusing to serve you a cake, then you'd probably be arrested on the spot and possibly even given a death sentence in some states, if that's even still legal. So, basically, what I'm saying, it's wrong to refuse to serve someone a cake, but
not someone. We're talking about a specific person.
A gay someone. It's wrong to do so, but then again, it is their belief. They choose to believe in it. So, I mean, there's nothing you could really do to change their mind, because if you could change people's minds with simple words, then people like Hitler wouldn't have come along. Okay. Well, we found some common ground here. Thank you for coming out. I really appreciate it, man. This has been an episode of The Conservative Report. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you like it. This is the first episode, actually. There's going to be more of them to come. Maybe featuring JP on some other specific topics. Maybe featuring other people. Look forward to it. So, don't forget to come around. Tell me what you think about it in the comments below. And thank you guys for coming to watch the Conservative Report. I'll see you guys later on the next Conservative Report. And ciao.